Is there a particular sort of strategy that you kind of try to bring to the table when it comes to sort of like hooking that reader right out of the gate?
I think it really depends on the book. Um, I have a writing process that's pretty um, continues through each book. But the way that I come up with my ideas has been different for all of my different books, whether it's coming up with a character first, or coming up with a plot first, or coming up with a world first. With Wings, the world came first.
The
And
world came first with
yes,
Wings, huh?
yeah, the mythos in the world. And that is really the hookiest part of that book. With Life After Theft, my ghost character came first, and that's the hookiest part of the book.
And
So I think
did
that
these things, did it make it easier to write, like knowing which came first, or were you like, usually the world comes first and now the character's coming first, or did that jam you up at all, or?
I think a lot of this I've learned in hindsight. I think I'm aware of it now. Like, for example, the project I'm working on now, I know is very world-driven. But I only know that after having written a bunch of books and really understanding the difference between character-driven, world-driven, and plot-driven. Um, but I think that whatever really is that first heart and soul of your idea for the book tends to be what is hooky about it. And so you kind of focus on that and make it really sparkle and let it lead, because I think that most books cannot be everything. They have to have something that takes the lead, just like you have, leading actors and supporting actors. You have to know who your leading actor is, or what your leading theme, I guess, is.
So, do you have sort of a process yourself, like an in-house thing for discovering what your lead is going to be, Aprilynne?
I think I do. Um, I write linearly from beginning to end, but I spend a lot of the first 50 to 100 pages muddling around figuring out what the book is, getting to know my characters, getting to know my world, etc. I think by the time I hit about 50 to 75 pages, I know what the book is about. At that point, I've probably written 150 pages and thrown away half of it. That is what the book isn't. Um, but I spend a lot of time playing around at the beginning, and I'll say beginnings are hard because there is so much muddling around there. Once I get that first 20 to 30,000 words, I can just move on.
Aprilynne, I would like to thank you so much for sort of coming on today's show. My name is Alan Sitomer. This is Aprilynne Pike. I encourage you to go check out her stuff, visit her website, follow her on Twitter. We are all about giving the love up for our guest today, Aprilynne Pike. Thank you guys very much for joining us today. Sayonara.